Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lasham morning briefing for Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. Let's start with the synoptic and looking at lunchtime yesterday. This call was sat over the UK to the southwest, and it brought us some decent soaring weather, certainly for the vintage guys. They had a lot of great fun yesterday, as did those who went into the southwest of the country on cross country. Let's just run this sequence forward then. And as you can see, midnight last night, there's a little bit of change. We're starting to be surrounded by some low pressures here. And as we move on to lunchtime today, we've got a bit of a sort of occluded front across the English Channel with a trough running out the centre of the country, and another one down in France. And if we have a look at the sat pic, we're able to see that all that cloud associated is running up the east coast of the country, and that may well affect us today, but I don't think we're going to get too much in the way of rain. Looking at the winds today, we've got 0405 knots, which is going to, I think, put us on 09, and that should be going around towards northerly by the end of the day. So I think we should have a sort of reasonable day's flying out of it, albeit very little in the way of soaring. Looking at the rain radar, you can see the weather associated with the occlusion and this trough that's running up the country, and we're in this gap in the middle at the moment. And if we go on to the forecast for the rain, we can see as we run this through how that rain moves across the channel into southeastern England, and it does get quite close to us, but I think we're going to be quite lucky throughout the day. Perhaps a shower around about 6, 7 in the evening, maybe even a bit earlier. But yeah, we should be okay for the day's flying. The local weather is showing some cloud at the moment, but overcast from about 11 o'clock onwards. And looking out the window, it's actually overcast right now. The temperatures are going to be a lot lower than they were yesterday, down at sort of 13, 14, maybe even up to 15 by the end of the afternoon. The winds northeasterly going around to northerly, and the UV factor is very, very low today. Again, looking at the temperatures, 13 to 14, and if we have a look at the dew point for comparison, it's at 12. So moisture's not all that far away from us, is it? Unfortunately, the soaring met hasn't updated since about 6:30 this morning, so that's the latest information we've got on that. And of course, the picture out the window is the same because it's the same website. Again, 6:30. Not the most up-to-date image, but looking out the window, it's not too dissimilar to what you see there. Looking at the odium taff, the old adage that the longer the taff, the worse the weather is. We'll just run through that. 0106 knots, 10k visibility broken at 700 feet, with a 30% chance that temporarily by 10 o'clock, 6 kilometers in mist, with broken at 600 feet, becoming by between 10 and 1 p.m. local, few at 1200 feet, scattered at 2,500 feet, and temporarily between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Local, 6 kilometers in showers and rain, broken at 1,400 feet with a 30% chance that temporarily between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. this evening, visibility down to 3 kilometers in heavy showers and rain, with thunderstorms, rain, small hail, snow pellets even. Let's move on to Farnborough. And again, it's a similar length kind of taff, 0206 knots, greater than 10k viz, scattered at 1,500 feet, temporarily between 7 this morning and 12 noon local, broken at 1,200 feet, with a 30% chance that temporarily by 8 o'clock this morning, broken at 700, temporarily between 12 and 1,600 local, 7 kilometers in showers and rain, and between 1,300 local and 1,600 local, 3 kilometers in heavy showers and rain, with again the thunderstorms and possibility of hail. So let's move on. Just a quick glance at SkySight. Again, we've still got this issue where the cloud needs updating, but it's a low and reasonably thick sort of cloud layer all day. But they're saying no precipitation in this area. If we have a look at Top Meteo, they're confirming that we're not going to be going anywhere today. So let's just move on to the NOTAMs. We have 36 Barton Stacey, which is live firing. 40 is the Ash Ranges. 41 is Sandhurst. There's live firing going on there. And 42 is Coombe. There's going to be paragliders there, just in case anybody's going off it in the motor glider. So yeah, let's just move on to the actual morning briefing. Just share that. I'm going to start by showing a jet that got a little bit close to us yesterday. As you can see from this picture, it was just off the end of the eastern end of our runway at 3,000 feet, doing 187 knots, and it did cause a bit of alarm amongst quite a few of the people who stood on the ground watching it. This is just a reminder to keep your eyes peeled and to remember that even though there is airspace out there that they're supposed to stay inside, occasionally, they may well make an excursion outside that airspace. So just keep your eyes peeled. Today's sort of flying list, booking list, we have quite a full list, although there are a few of the single-seaters still available. And effectively, we've got one K13 on the casual list, one K13 booked flying with Kevin Burns this afternoon, a K21 on booked flying with Mark Davenport. I believe he's got 3 or 4 students there. There's a K21 on a 5-day course with Mike Birch, and Brian Duxon has a K21 booked in the morning, but that's free in the afternoon. SH2, 3, and in the morning, SH6 are available, SH4 and 6 in the afternoon, and 7, of course, if it's serviceable. It's in the workshop at the moment, just having a quick look over. Instructors are encouraged to add themselves to the casual list, please, not just today, but every day. Buggies management radios are working well, and the simulator is available as per normal. There are no movements today. We do have the Heritage Centre all week. The visitors that are here are most welcome. Please, if you're a club member, make conversation with them, make them feel welcome, and look after them. Today we'll set up on runway 09 for a dry operation, winching to the south side on the grass, aileron to the north side on the runway. I very much doubt there'll be a grid today, but if anybody does come out, grid to the north side if there's more than 10 of you. I very much doubt that's going to happen though. Like northeasterly wind to start with, that'll be going around towards the north by the end of the day. And just a note here that there is grass cutting in prep for the comps, so please stay clear of that where possible. And a very, very important notice for tomorrow, there's no electricity in the Brown Elephant, so there will be no food available. So make sure you're self-sufficient tomorrow for your lunch, etc. So here's the setup for the day. Wind northeasterly. Eventually it will go round towards northerly, winching to the south, aileron off the runway. And as I say, if we do need a grid, it will be to the north, but I very much doubt that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time, and I shall see you out on the airfield. Have a great day's flying and keep it safe. Thank you.